Hey guys, what is it? Welcome to another video. My name's Kamada, and this is a review for the Chelsea versus West Ham game. And embarrassing, honestly embarrassing, embarrassing. I've got no words to say. West Ham were placed in 17th fucking position. They've been trash all season, and they come to the bridge, and what happens? They turn into prime Barcelona. What can I say? You saw it coming. I saw it coming. Fuck off, honestly. I've had enough, man. The tactics, Lampard's substitutions. He has to take a massive L for this game. And the team have to take a massive L because that was shambolic. An embarrassing performance. I don't want to hear anyone run up their mouth and call me reactionary because I saw this coming for weeks. When was the last time we had a good performance? Not just one. Had a good performance. We haven't won for a while now. Obviously, Valencia, poor performance. We should have got battered that game. Man City, better in the first half. And the second half, of course, Man City blew us away. We lost that game. We couldn't be clinical. We didn't take our chances. And the games before, even when we actually won the game, we didn't actually play well. Newcastle home, we won 1-0. I was at the game. We didn't play well at all. We haven't played well in a while, but these wins paper over the cracks. And I saw this coming, so I don't want anyone in the comment section calling me reactionary for this because it's embarrassing. A lot of people use excuse of fatigue. I mean, if you're struggling for fatigue now, well then we're fucked. We're fucked then because we're heading into a Christmas period, playing every 3 fucking days. And if you're coming here and going, oh, you know, there might be fatigue, etc., then we're screwed. We're finished. We're honestly finished. One injury to Tammy Abraham. One injury to Tammy Abraham, right? And Drew has 9 touches in the first half. 9 touches in the first half. Are you brain dead? Are you dumb? 9 touches in the first half. Who am I kidding, man? Who am I kidding? No service whatsoever to the man. The man hasn't kicked the ball in how many weeks? How many weeks? When was the last time this guy started? When was the last time? No proper service. We played so well in the first 20 minutes, and like against Leicester at home at the start of the season, August, we gassed out. We lost to these lot home. It's just, it's so infuriating. And the worst thing is, right, the worst thing is our home form. Like I said, against Leicester in early August, we lost home. We played so well for 20 minutes and then we gassed out. We gassed out. If you know you're going to have fatigue, if you know you're going to struggle, if you know you're going to have this problem, then why waste so much energy in the first 20 minutes? And if on top of that, if you're going to play with so high press, so high intensity in the first 20 minutes, then be clinical, take your opportunities. We created so much and we couldn't score. And then for the rest of the half, we couldn't create jack. It's so infuriating and frustrating. And yet again, an embarrassing performance. We've been exposed again. And defensively, we are shambolic. You know, I pray to the Lord that we get this January transfer window uplifted because we need to have signings immediately. Arsenal rejuvenate with the sacking of Unai Emery. Tottenham, they just won again on the Marina. 3 wins on the bounce for them. They've already sliced a 12-point lead we had to 6 points, right? They've already sliced that, right? And we're not even in December yet. Right, okay. If we want to get top 4, we need this January transfer window upheld immediately. 1 injury to our first choice striker, and we're finished. We're done for. I can't be asked anymore. And the worst thing is, right, Lampard's substitutions and his tactics, right? The lineup was fine. I agree with the lineup. You know, the bit of rotation there, it was good. But the tactics, we know what West Ham are going to be doing. Back 4. Very compact shape, loads of mid-block. You have to be moving the ball quickly. You have to be progressing, utilising those fullbacks, create the flanks. You know, having Mason Mount in there, fine, if you're going to play him. But if I want to see consistency from Lamps, I want to see consistency. If a player plays poor, you take him off, you sub him off. But his little golden boy, his son Mason Mount, plays shite and he stays on for 90 minutes. Who are you kidding? What are you smoking? You must be on some strong kits, my friend. Because the thing is as well, right, he takes so long to bring Callum Hudson-Odoi on. And on top of that, right, he takes off Giroud and goes with a false 9. False 9? Are you high? What are you on? You are on some high cocaine, my friend, because what is that? That is the worst possible thing you can do against a physical team like West Ham. They've got physical centre-backs, very tall. They're a very physical, tall, aerially dominant team. And you have Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi, Willian, all 3 of them are under 5'8". You idiot. I cannot be asked. I'm not an experienced manager. I haven't done my coaching badges. But anyone with a brain can tell you that is not logical to do. And the worst part is, before Giroud came off, we barely played any crosses. barely played any crosses. And then when Giroud comes off and we go false nine with all three of our front three on the 5'8", we start spamming crosses. I'm done. Nah, I'm done. I'm finished, man. I'm done. Where is the logic? Who are setting these instructions? Who is going out there, going to the players and setting out these instructions? Because I'm curious. I'm really interested now, right? Again, Mason Mount was poor throughout the whole game. Please don't say I have an agenda, because when he does play well, I do praise him. But he has been poor for weeks. This man has been poor for weeks. What has he done to stay on? Hudson-Odoi was a correct substitution, but you don't bring him on to take off Giroud. We were losing 1-0, we're chasing a game, and you bring a striker off for a winger. What? That makes no sense. Where is the logic? I'm interested. What you should have done was bring on Hudson-Odoi for Mount, who has trashed the whole game, moved Hudson-Odoi to left-hand side left wing, moved Pulisic into number 10 position where he can play make, he can pass, he can thread and be more of a threat. Have Willian on the right and stick Giroud there. Keep him there. Or at least bring on Batshuayi. Keep a focal point. Have a striker there. No, what does my man do? He brings off Giroud, brings on a winger, and all three of our men are 5'8", and then we spam crosses into the box. Fuck off. Fuck off. I cannot be arsed. I know I'm ranting. I know I'm fuming, right? I'm not being reactionary. I'm being real here. I'm seeing what I saw from the game, and that wasn't good enough. I'm sorry. And now my books are flying everywhere. It's not good enough. I'm sorry. It's a shambles, right? And like I said, 6-point gap has already been sliced. We're now only 6 points at the Tottenham. Arsenal sacked Unai Emery. They're now going to be rejuvenated. Their honeymoon period with their manager bounce. That's bound to happen. So now we're back in the top 4 race when a couple of weeks ago we were so comfortable. We were so comfortable and we lost at home to West Ham. Not to mention our poor home form this season. Now I know this season we should have not had much expectations. We shouldn't have had much expectations. I understand that. But doesn't mean that we can just throw it away like that, make stupid substitutions. It doesn't make sense. Of course, Tammy Abraham was a massive miss today. I understand. But even if we don't have expectations, at least don't throw it away and make stupid subs like that, make stupid tactical decisions like that, because that makes utter no sense. And one thing I want to mention is the atmosphere, because the atmosphere, I couldn't hear anything. I could not hear anything. As well, of course, VAR, they ruled out a goal for West Ham. Didn't matter in the end because they kept a clean sheet and got the 3 points. I couldn't hear anything from the Chelsea fans. Again, the atmosphere is tragic. When your team needs you, when you're 1-0 down, your team needs you. You need to up the atmosphere. And what happens? Nothing. No atmosphere. No singing. No nothing. Honestly, it's a joke. It's a shambles. So the fans have to take some responsibility there. And Jody Morris as well. A couple of weeks ago, when Jose Mourinho said that, in big games, when it comes to the bottling points, right, that, Chelsea, that we haven't proven ourselves yet. And then Jody Morris tried to mock him on Instagram, and I came in support of Jose and I got slack for it. Well, this is what I mean. It's what I mean. How can you start slagging off Jose when we're only in November? We're on a bit of a purple patch, right? And we're not even halfway through the season. I think it's very premature and it's quite immature, to be honest. And it's just honestly so frustrating. And now we're only 6 points at Tottenham, and now we have to start looking behind us because they're all very, very close. Still on 26 points. Also, our last 2 Premier League games. Honestly, it's not good enough, and it's really, really infuriated me because Mason Mount has been poor for so long. He's still staying on for 90 minutes. I agree, the lineup at the start was pretty good. I agree with the fullback selection as well. I thought that Emerson Reece was a good fullback selection, and of course, fatigue will come into it. But if you have fatigue and you're this tired, we're not even in December, and we're going into a festive period where we're playing every 3 days, then you're finished. I don't want to hear that yet. You're finished. Honestly, you're done for, and hopefully. Thank God Tammy Abraham is back for the next game. Thank God Tammy Abraham's for the next game. And also, one more thing I want to mention as well is Kepa Arrizabalaga came up with the goods today. World-class save in the first half. World-class save in the second half. The guy was on point today. So I want to hear praise on Twitter because he played his socks off. He played really, really well and shows why this guy is a top keeper and will be one of the best in the world. So yeah, like I said, because West Ham could have come here and won 2-3, 100%. And even when we did in the second half, we moved the ball too slow, we were too lethargic, we didn't move the ball quick enough. And then when we started to show more urgency, move the ball quickly in those areas, in between the lines, it was the 80th minute. It's too little, too late at that point. Honestly, so infuriating and frustrating. But yeah, going to wrap up the review there, guys. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you want to, and make sure that notifications for live every time I do upload. And comment down my thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.